Hello, everybody. How do I? There we go. This is a different type of video. In this video, we will be reacting to horror games I could easily survive by DerekFDB. He's the goat. I saw Joe Bartolozzi doing this and reacting to this exact video, so I thought maybe I should do that. Now it's a bit early in the channel for me to do react videos, but I just want to. Also, sorry I haven't been uploading in a while. It's because I had to switch accounts. There was this whole thing with that. But I won't go too deep into that. And yeah, so this video is horror games I could easily survive. Oh, I already said that. And I will be commentating on it. And throughout the video, if you hear me cough like like that, I just have a cough thing going on. But yeah, here we go. Wait, before we start, drink break. Okay, there we go. One second, I need to hide that so we can see good. Okay, now we're starting.
Horror games are something I always avoided as a kid. They were too scary. The ability to immerse yourself the way you do while playing a horror game is different. It's not the same thing as throwing on Friday the 13th or Goosebumps. When playing a horror game, you're actually in there. You can see, you can hear, you can interact, you're in control of the movement. Any more immersive than you just be a victim. But those days of peeing myself while playing the scary maze are over. I'm a man now. And now, I ain't scared of no purple dude, no hillbillies, and especially not no grandma. Today, ladies and gentlemen, same way we did for the horror and the action movies, we're gonna be going over horror games I could easily survive. And I'll be giving you guys my strategy, my game plan, my thought process, and of course, some of the ones that I can.
Hello, neighbor. You can just call the police and just don't check, I think he says, just mind your business. But don't just mind your business. Of course you can help them or something. Just call the police. And also, if you actually go the way the game does, you're just going to die, right? There's all these complex mazes, puzzles. His house gets so much bigger. You're just not going to survive. I'm just going to tell you that.
Imagine you witness your next door neighbor commit what looks like to be a murder, or at least a kidnapping. And after witnessing this, you, the main character, decide to go investigate his super elaborate home yourself. But while you're in there, you have to constantly avoid this man capturing you, or you might be the next victim. Well, that's the plot of Hello Neighbor, a potentially murderous, kidnapping, middle-aged man. I didn't learn about this game through conventional means since I was a bit too old for it at the time, but I did see my little cousin who was obsessed with it play it. And while it is an extremely scary concept on paper, you a kid investigating the super complex home of a potential criminal who may or may not murk you when he catches you, that's scary stuff, but don't let it fool you. This game is light. Exactly. I actually have one very easy solution for this. One that can be done at the very beginning of the game. How about you just mind your business? I know, crazy to think that you could just do that. But it's true. All this started because us, the main character, felt this intrinsic urge to become Sherlock Holmes after witnessing something a little sus. Like, just turn around and look the other way, my boy. Look, I didn't grow up in a...
No, you're gonna help. It's just, you're not gonna do it yourself. You're gonna call the police, right?
The best neighborhood when I was younger. And even back then, I knew if I seen something like an old man getting jumped, all I could do was shut my mouth, keep it stepping, and pray for...
Also, totally unrelated, comment if you want to see anything more with the robot, by the way, animatronic. But yeah, just comment that.
Gramps. It sounds messed up, but I'm sorry, it's the truth. But if y'all do want to go the good civilian route, all the kid really had to do was call the authorities. You don't even need no evidence or nothing. Just tell the cops your neighbor's a minority and you heard a white woman screaming in the house. They're gonna be there in 2 minutes, bust that door right open, and shoot first and ask questions later. Problem solved.
Yeah. You are going to die. You will die. Well, maybe not, because if I receive an anonymous... What the hell did I just say? If you receive a letter from someone you don't know saying for you to come to an abandoned toy factory, I feel like that's a red flag. I'd call the police and stuff. But if you get into the game and go through each part and stuff, with you wouldn't die straight away. You wouldn't have a heart attack saying that. You'd be like, oh, cool statue. when you're like you die before the event chase, I reckon. Like Joe Bartolotti said, you might make it past Huggy Wuggy. You are not making it to Poppy's room at all. But because in the hallway how he comes out of that like dark like room, you would have a heart attack or you'd just freeze up and it'd devour you. Like you would not survive against this thing.
A lot of y'all probably already know this game, but if you don't, there's a horror game where you, the main character, are investigating
Chapter 3 is the best game.
A shut down toy factory after the disappearance of a bunch of employees 10 years ago. And while in there, you discover you're not alone. There are these things, these entities, these toy monsters that come after you while you're trying to figure it all out. And I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm probably not surviving. Not only are these things going after you, all bloodthirsty toy monsters, but all of them are clearly on something. I can see it in their eyes. Huggy Wuggy got them dilated pupils, probably on some LSD or blue crystal or something. Poppy's obviously coked out. Look at those blood vessels. And Mommy Longlegs, she might be off the same thing as Poppy. Either that or she has some severe BPD. And I mean severe, because the way her mood switches from Mommy was just playing, come back.
It's kind of funny.
Okay, joke's over. Mommy doesn't like cheaters. Come back over here. Get your ass over! Combo that with the prototype running around doing I don't know what. And in the third game, which I haven't played yet, they introduced hella new monsters, including a freaking cat. Not only did they get me already with my fear of dolls, but now they're using my allergies against me. Yeah, I'm finished.
Infantry joins large-scale battles in the free online action game War Thunder as part of
the other version of YouTube without ads.
Now, while this one may look like a simple indie horror game, no joke, it's actually one of the scariest ones you can play.
How YouTubers and stuff have it because they have money. I do not.
The whole time you're paranoid, on edge, and just waiting for something to happen. If this is how girls feel while walking alone at night, I am so sorry. I'll cross the street next time. There's a Japanese horror game where you play as a female barista working in a Starbucks type coffee shop. And I've never worked in the food industry before, but from what I hear, it's horrible. A horror game in and of itself. You have the clothing shift, obviously. And on top of having an annoying supervisor, as the nights go on, you start knowing—
with the supervisor, Joe Bart said, oh no, not Joe Bart, the guy in this video commentating, not me, the guy in the video we're reacting to, he said like, oh, you can like switch shift, but you won't be able to because you can't speak Korean. Who said she doesn't have a phone? Like, you can just like hop on like Google Translator or something and be like, and stuff, get that bread rolling in, like you said, and then you're fine. Like, it's so dumb, but whatever. Or you just call the police.
Weird stuff going on around the shop. Strange noises, items missing, strange people coming in, strange people staring at you from outside, until you eventually realize you're being stopped.
That happened with Joe Bart too, didn't it? Dude, I just got scared about that shit.
Stalker alert. We got a stalker on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. Eventually coming face to face with them at the end. Boom, we got the lore. While this one may seem simple because it's just a regular human, no special abilities, at the most, maybe a knife, it's not. There are two things in this game that could cause me some trouble. One is, the girl we're playing as is clearly not in the best financial situations. She's B to the R to the O to the K to the E, a college student. That affects the first plan I had, which was to just quit your job. We quite literally can't afford to do that. I know how it feels to be living off mayo sandwiches and instant ramen, and I'm not putting this girl through that. So the next immediate counter I thought of was, just tell your supervisor you want to switch shifts. You don't lose your job, you keep that bread coming in, and you stay away from all the creepy activities. That could work, If I knew how to speak Japanese, how would I even communicate? How? There's no subtitles in real life. Drawings, ASL, Morse code. How did I even get this job? Only things I know how to say in Japanese are what, stop, and domain expansion. So communication-wise, I'm cooked. Can't even call the cops. Meaning my only choice for the situation is to defend myself. So here's the plan. We know the dude stalking us is seriously obsessed with us, judging by those notes he be leaving and the pictures he be taking. And as creepy as that may be, it can be used to our advantage. It'll seem like a regular shift. I'll be whooping up
the note stuff because like that's kind of real. Like, games are scary when they're realistic, Do you get what I mean? Whatever.
Some coffee, some lattes. When in the corner of my eye, I'll see the stalker watching me through the glass. He'll probably be imagining doing some heinous things to me. I don't know. I don't stalk people often. But he won't know that I have him right where I want him. As he's staring at me through the glass, he'll notice in the corner of his eye a coffee I left on the table. And this wasn't no ordinary coffee. This was a coffee with my lipstick on it. He's a creep, so he immediately wouldn't be able to resist adding this precious item to his precious collection. So he walks into the shop swiftly, trying to get the cup before I can even notice while I'm dealing with some customers. But like I said earlier, I got him right where I want him. Before he could take another step, he hears it. Yamero! Yoichi Tenkai. Mugen no Guroku.
Okay, you're dead. You'd probably have a heart attack. Like, even night 1 at the original location, you're dead. You'd have a heart attack. Also, security breach. Joe Bart said that would be kind of easy to survive. It's like custom night, but probably more animatronics. Like, what? There's the Blob. It has the 2 biggest characters in the game. I'm not surviving against Godzilla over here. Like, what?
No introduction needed. We all know the name. Some of y'all may know. I faced these guys before when I did the horror movie version of
My
this
favorite
video.
game, by the
Let's
way.
just say, I bodied them. But that was the movie, which is way easier than the game. When it comes to the game, before you can even think of coming up with a plan, you gotta ask yourself, which game am I talking about? FNAF 1, 2, 3, Help Wanted, or Help Wanted 2? Or maybe Sister Location, or FNAF 4, or FNAF 4 Halloween Edition, or Security Breach. All these games have different locations with different enemies you gotta deal with. Some have 4 animatronics, some have 1, some have 50. It's ridiculous. But if we're to go down the list, FNAF 1, I think I can handle it. I may not have worked in the food industry, but I have worked security. And when you have experience like I do, the answer for this one is simple. There is no way I am working a minute on that payroll they got you on. $120? Really? I thought this was a pizzeria. I didn't know I was working at Shein. $120 nowadays can maybe get you a pie of Domino's and a scoop of ice cream. I'm good off that.
I'm in Australia, so like $120 is like a day. That's alright for like your first job.
So the way I'm beating FNAF 1,
Really?
I'm just not going to work.
Working at like McDonald's in Australia is like $10 like an hour or something, $11 an hour. I don't know. I think it's around there. So for 6 hours, a shift for 6 hours, that's not bad. Except you're being hunted. So
Maybe I'll go the first night, secure a cool $20 for the 8-hour shift, but after that, I'm good. FNAF 2.
you what? Oh, you get your pay. That's kind of bad. Well, whatever.
They pay even lower. But it's so easy, it's practically free money to me, so I'm doing it. And this one we deal with almost triple the amount of animatronics as the first one. And instead of the classic setup, we got 2 vents and 1 big vent right in front of us, which may look intimidating at first because it's so open and accessible. It's not. Because the second you throw that mask on, these animatronics don't beat on nothing. They got this whole facial recognition mumbo jumbo and it doesn't let them see that I'm a security guard, which honestly makes no sense. I know damn well they can still see my ass in my security uniform gripping onto my...
So yourself in that game, so it's you and your memories in that game, and you're not going into there blind, I think is what like is happening here. I'd see the animatronics and leave.
chair for dear life. But hey, if it works, it works. And the other 2 that can bypass the mask, all you gotta do is use the flashlight and just wind the music box on the camera. It's easy. If I just don't take off that mask, constantly hold the flashlight and keep checking the cameras, I'm gonna be Gucci.
Another drink break. Okay, there we go.
Kabuchi. But that's the first 2 games, which to me are the easier ones. But FNAF 3 though, this one is more difficult and completely different than the other 2. Instead of facing multiple animatronics, which may seem harder, I'm gonna be faced head to head with the main man himself, Springtrap. He's a cold, calculated serial killer in a gold bunny suit. And he's also the creator of the animatronics, or co-creator. The point is, the dude is smart. And it's just me and him in his rinky-dinky amusement park. What am I gonna do? And a lot of y'all FNAF fans may not like this answer, but I'm whooping him too. Look, I'm a fan too, but this dude's kill-death ratio is almost entirely made up of kids. And like I said in the intro, I am a grown man now, standing at a tall 5'9". I'm cooking him. Springtrap is going to catch the work. He's gonna wish those spring locks got him before. Oh, but he has a
How tall is Springtrap? Springtrap height. Yeah, 6'5". So yeah, he's very tall.
Metal suit, so if you punch him, it's gonna hurt. Who said anything about punching him? I got the chair I'm sitting on, the fan right in front of me. There's quite literally a guitar right there. If Springtrap walks in, I will not hesitate to smack him upside the head with it. He's just Michael Myers if he was a fairy. And y'all know what I did to him? Realistically, only FNAF games I'm struggling with are Five Nights at Freddy's 4, Ultimate Custom Night, and Sister Location. Five Nights at Freddy's 4, because you play as a paranoid kid and look at these things. Ultimate Custom Night because
everything's really hard, you know.
What is even happening? And Sister Location, bro, baby is 7'2". I am not dealing with that. And as for Security Breach, Ruin, and Help Wanted, I can't say for certain. I haven't played those yet, but I'm sure I'm about to end those too. As you guys can see though, just like the action and horror movies, there's only a few games that can really stand in my way. I mean, I'm still pretty much unbeatable. Let me know any parts you guys think I was wrong or right about, and let me know any more horror games you guys want me to.
Great video. Subscribe to DerekFDB. He's the GOAT. And yeah.